Hello and welcome to the Minutes Within the Mist, where we'll walk through the cemetery to tell you stories about cryptids, ghosts, and other mysteries. Today we have a haunting tale of Rufina of Recoleta Cemetery. The Recoleta Cemetery sits proudly within Buenos Aires, Argentina. It is known as the City of the Dead, containing over 6,000 graves displayed in beautifully ornate tombs. However, it is also home to many ghosts, with perhaps the most disturbing story to come out of it being that of Rufina Camisares. In 1902, Rufina, who was just 19 years of age, was found lifeless by her parents while she was preparing to see a show. Her passing was sudden and shocking given her a young age, yet doctors confirmed her death. The night that her body arrived at the cemetery saw a terrible storm roll in, and her burial had to be postponed. The next morning, staff in the chapel noticed that her coffin had been disturbed, having moved slightly and its lid sitting ajar. Her distraught parents were contacted and informed of the possible tampering of her daughter's body. They feared that grave robbers may have broken into her coffin to steal the valuable jewelry she had been buried with. When the coffin was opened, the body was found bruised and bloody. The wood of the coffin encasing her had also been desperately scratched and clawed at. Rufina had been buried alive. Her mother used to slip her a tranquilizer so that the daughter would sleep while she had sex with her lover, who was also Rufina's boyfriend. That night, her mother had given her a double dose. She died in the casket from a heart attack due to the panic and lack of air. Rufina became known as the girl who died twice. She is now laid to rest in a mausoleum that sports a likeness of her walking out of its door, as though she is now able to leave and her spirit is able to haunt the Recoleta Cemetery, the place where she spent her panicked and last fear-filled moments. Throughout the decades, there have been many reports of this ghostly girl walking amongst the alleys of the tombs of the Recoleta Cemetery. I hope you enjoyed this story of the Rufina of the Recoleta Cemetery. For more stories about cryptids, ghosts, and other mysteries, join us at the Within the Mist podcast. But until then, watch where you walk in the cemetery and remain constantly curious.